Yo people, what we're saying, and we're back with another video. And today we're just gonna do a little match preview for the Arsenal Sporting game. Well, technically it's Sporting versus Arsenal. We will be going to their stadium in the Champions League, kicking off tomorrow at 8 p.m. And in my opinion, this is the turning point for us. This is the biggest game in our Champions League venture so far. But before I get into any of that, you know what to do. Hit the like button. We want to get this to 100 likes as quickly as possible. All them things there, and drop a comment. Algorithm settings, algorithm gang, algorithm shinobi. Yeah, we know that YouTube will only push this out if it gets a lot of good early interaction. So people, just make sure that you're doing that. If you can, hit the bell so you're notified whenever I drop a video. And finally, subscribe to the village. We are on our road to 2K. And if we can get to 2K before the next time Arsenal play in the Premier League, it's going to be a party. You know them way there. So look, so far in the Champions League, Arsenal have drawn to Atalanta. We beat PSG at home 2-0. We beat Shakhtar Donetsk at home 2-0. And we lost 1-0 away to Inter Milan. Yeah. So going into this game against Sporting, I am a bit concerned because our away form in the Champions League has been abysmal. Well, truth be told, our away form just in general this season hasn't been the greatest. It just hasn't been the greatest. So we do need to start stepping that up. We do need to kind of figure out why that is. I have an inkling of why it may be. I do feel like whenever we go away from home, we kind of take our foot off the gas. We kind of play a bit more in our shell. We let the other team play, which I don't think we should be doing. And we are nowhere near as fluid, nowhere near as expansive. And I think maybe we just give teams away from home too much respect, more respect than what we have to give them. Yeah? And look, obviously we'll be focusing on the Sporting game, but we do have to acknowledge that this is probably our most difficult game remaining in the Champions League. Because after this, we then go to Monaco. Well, Monaco come to us, we're at home. Then Dynamo Zagreb come to us at the Emirates. And then we go away and we face Girona, which is our last game. And we have to pay very close attention to the Champions League table. So currently we're sitting in 12th on 7 points. Sporting are second. Yeah. They've won 3 games and drawn 1. Yeah. And they are just coming off the back of punching up Manchester City 4-1. Yeah, they fist up Manchester City. They're disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Now, one thing that we do need to consider, we do need to take into consideration, is that we're going to be facing a Sporting that doesn't have Amorim anymore. They're not playing Amorim ball. Amorim's not their manager anymore. I do think Amorim played a massive part in a lot of the success that Sporting have seen over the last few years. So that's a bit of a plus for Arsenal. I think we'll be going into this game as well without them actually having a permanent manager. So it's an interim. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the interim can't grind out a result against Arsenal, but it's not the same as Amorim, right? And I think coming off the back of our last game against Nottingham Forest, we showed that we can play football. We are able to play football. I'm just going to say it, we destroyed Nottingham Forest. I don't want to get too cocky. I don't want to get too brash, but we actually destroyed Nottingham Forest. I was in awe of the football that we was playing. It reminded me, because I was someone that I was losing a lot of faith in Arsenal this season. It reminded me that, oh wait, we can actually play football. We can dominate games. We can dominate the midfield. We can be creative. We can break lines. We can transition. And we can finish our dinner. Yeah? And Arteta showed that, he can rotate the squad to get a victory. That's probably the biggest take that I take from it. Arteta can rotate the squad to get a victory. Arteta showed me a lot of positive things in that game, even his game management. When he made subs, I was like, okay, you're making subs early. You're understanding the mission. And every sub that he made, barring the Zinchenko and Kyrgios sub, and be it as it may, Zinchenko came on and did play a part, had impact on the game. Partey came on, Partey scored a goal. Wanyeri and Sterling came on, Wanyeri and Sterling linked up for the goal. So we are making use of our squad. That game highlighted we can make use of our squad. Now, this test is it's a strange one for me. It is actually a strange one for me because me personally, I'm kind of stuck right now because I want Gyökeres to score bare goals because I want him to show the Arsenal fans, Arteta, Edu, well, Edu probably don't care anymore, but Edu and the Arsenal board that he is who we should have signed in the summer. I want Arteta to be on the touchline just regretting not telling the board to go all out for Gyökeres. This is what I want. But on the flip side, I want us to win the game because we have to win this game. If we don't win this game, I don't think we make top 8. Which is, I mean, I think we've already qualified. I think we'll qualify through top 24, but I don't want us to go through qualifiers. That's an extra 2 games. I just want us to get top 8, go through, rest some players, not have to worry about extra fixtures. But then, if we win and Gyökeres doesn't score and we keep Gyökeres out the game and we make him look quiet and he just doesn't bang, then in the back of his head, Arteta's probably going to be like, see, this is why I didn't sign him. A lot of Arsenal fans are going to be like, see, we told you he's a farmer. He's doing in Farmers League, farming, and it's just going to be annoying. But Gyökeres is their biggest threat. I'm so shook of this guy. Bro. I fear this brother. He's the one striker at the moment that I fear. He is in scintillating form. It's going to be a test for our defense, a massive test for our defense. And I don't think that we can rotate our defense. We have to play our strongest back four with Raya in goal. Like, we need to ensure that we're doing all we can to create the Great Wall of Islington in that game, because if you give this guy a sniff, he's taking it. He is taking it. Like, there's no shadow of a doubt in my mind that this guy, you give him the room to kalash you, he is kalashing you. So we're going to have to be very switched on defensively. This is why I think we need to change how we play going away from home. We need to assert the same level of dominance and confidence that we do when we play at home. We need to treat this game like a home game. We need to... do you know what? I wouldn't even be against playing the exact same lineup that we played against Nottingham Forest. I'll keep it real. I wouldn't be against it. That lineup looked nice, And I'm okay with Jorginho starting and coming off at halftime. Get 45 minutes out of him when you can. Do you know what I mean? The leadership he has on the... We keep the ball so much better when he's on the pitch because he's calm. He's a controller. Yeah? He's someone that... He always prioritizes keeping possession over everything else. So if he needs to slow down the game and pass it backwards and then move and then pick up the ball and then go forward, he'll do that. He's not someone that's brash and that's just always thinking, must go forward, must go forward, must go forward. He's more than happy to slow down the game. But equally, he's someone that can speed up the game when we need to. So I wouldn't be against Jorginho playing. Maybe I would do Jorginho and Rice, because I do think we're gonna need a lot of legs in the midfield, and I feel like Rice covers a lot more ground than Merino. And he's just, in my opinion, he's better defensively. I don't care if anyone says he's better defensively. So there's a few things that we can try in the midfield, but midfield is probably where we can win the game. We're going to need another big game from Saka in the Champions League. Going to really need him to step up. Going to really need him to carry us on his back. Pause. Them thing there. And we're just going to need to shut them out. I mean, maybe I'm overestimating Sporting. Maybe I'm just blinded by the Gyökeres light. and just assuming that because Gyökeres plays for them, that Gyökeres is just going to absolutely destroy us and Sporting are going to destroy us. But maybe I'm overestimating them a bit. I mean, the last few times we played them, it hasn't gone in our favour. They knocked us out of the Europa League, if I'm correct, a few seasons ago. Hey, maybe there's a bit of revenge in there. But I don't think that you can ignore just their goal scoring capabilities. Like, look, and it's not even just their goal scoring capabilities. Like, they've only conceded 2 goals in the Champions League. They've scored 9, conceded 2. Crazy. And then us, do you know what? We've only scored 3 goals in the Champions League and conceded 1. I think we've actually swear. Say it ain't so. Oh my god. Okay, so the only team. Okay, cool. It's a bit. Okay. Alright, it's not so bad. But I mean, out of the top teams that you would have assumed to do well, the only team that's scored less than us is PSV, Atletico Madrid. PSG's scored the same amount. No, wait. PSG have scored less than us. Yeah. So PSG, PSV, Atletico Madrid, AC Milan. No, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Sorry. So PSG have scored the same as us. And that's about it. That's about it. We are doing poor offensively in the Champions League, man. That's disgusting. So we've only scored 3 goals. How do we even break down a team that's only conceded 2? Defensively, they've been good. They've got Diamandi as well. That Diamandi brother is crazy. That Diamandi brother is actually crazy. What do we do? Let's look at the Sporting team. What do we do? I honestly don't know what we do here. Let's see, because they've got a really good squad. So okay, got Gonzalo Inacio, Diamande, Goncalves. Don't know if that's how you say it. Yeah, this Morton Hujland Julemand. I don't know, but the midfielder, he's crazy from Denmark. He's been doing bits. Obviously, Victor Gyökeres, Marcus Edwards, massive problem. Baller. Trincao, baller. Giovanni Quenda, youngster that's been pulling up trees. They've got a pretty scary team. They have got a pretty scary team. What can Yeah, I'm not so sure about this game. If Sporting win this game as well, they've qualified. Yeah, it's literally that. But if we win this game, we can go back into the top 8. Obviously, depending on other results. Yeah, this is gonna be a tricky one, man. This is actually gonna be a tricky one. Like I said, I think our only saving grace is this is our hardest game. Our remaining 3 games we should win with ease. I don't know how will Sport. Could Havertz be a problem in this game for Sporting? Could his movement be a problem? Could his Do you know what? I say our hardest. Monaco are playing really well. We have to win this game. All right, Gooners, we have to win this game. We actually have to win this game. I'm not too sure where we are on the injury front as well. I think as far as I'm aware, as far as I'm aware, the only person that I know is out for 100% is Tommy Yasu and Ben White. Declan Rice will probably be touch and go. I think he was on the bench against Nottingham Forest, but he will be touch and go. Yeah, this is a massive game. I feel like I keep on saying that this is like every game that we play is like this is our biggest game of the season, but this actually might be our biggest game of the season. Well, in a Champions League context, because this could really decide. This could really decide what we're doing. And then look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 13 teams that have the potentiality of going above us should they win and we don't win. Sorry, I'm chatting rubbish. 14, 15, 14. There's 14 teams. This is a massive game. All right, Gooners. This is a massive game. I probably will do a match preview stream tomorrow where, hopefully there's more information. But as it stands right now, these are probably the key takeaways. I'd be happy to go with the same midfield that we went against Nottingham Forest. I think we need to put out our strongest defense. I wouldn't mind starting Trossard and Jesus again. Just I guess give them some more minutes just to get used to being on the pitch and continue forming relationships. But maybe for this game, Havertz might be the better option than either. Maybe you could put Jesus on the left and Havertz up top. Gonna need another captain's performance from Erdegaard. And we're just gonna need Saka to just continue showing us he's a big game player. We're gonna have to be very wary of Gyökeres. We're gonna have to have a plan for how we shut him out. A lot of people say that a lot of the goals he gets is from having space behind. So maybe dropping our defensive line a bit deeper and not pressing so high could shut him out. But then I still do think he's got the quality to make something out of nothing. We're going to need a tactical masterclass here. But people, let me know. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this early stage, Gooners. Am I potentially overestimating Sporting just because of the Gyökeres impact? How do you guys think the game's going to go? I think it's a bit too early for a prediction. But I think we definitely have the capability to win. I do think a draw is probably the most realistic result, though. But then equally, I think we can lose. I'm really up in the air with this game. So maybe, with a bit more information that comes out and, maybe talking to a few more people about what could potentially happen, I may form a different opinion. But right now, I do think that the most realistic result is a draw. And yeah, I guess, if you made it this far, you're a G. Keep on liking videos. Let's get this to 100 likes, if we can, and as quickly as possible. Subscribe to the village, we need more Shinobi, all them things there. And yeah, I appreciate the continued support of the channel, and I'll catch you next time.